What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Clay's Coins, here to bring you some information, education, better understanding of cryptocurrency and the stock market. I believe competence creates confidence, so I'm trying to give you guys the information so you can make an informed decision for yourself and you can have belief in the conviction plays you make. Before we get into it, why don't you go ahead and do everyone a favor? Like the video, subscribe, hit the bell notification next to it. That way, more people see the video, the YouTube algorithm can pick it up, we can get more subscribers to the channel, and, any amount of support really helps with the quality content to stay, coming out at a consistent basis. Thank you. Today, in the midst of all the red, the sea of red, the blood is in the water. The Fed came out with some rate statements, and the stock market kind of reacted to it. You saw a knee-jerk reaction, kind of a crash to it, and the crypto market just took that and ran with it. Bitcoin fell to like 43K. Ethereum fell to like 4100, something like that. I'm not sure the exact price of how far it fell, but Ethereum did seem to show some stronger support than Bitcoin. But we're not talking about big dogs today. We're talking about some altcoins that even in a market like this, you can make some serious cash on, and I can see 2 to 5xing by June at least. I will say, any and all cryptocurrencies that I'll be talking about in this video, you can get right over at Coinbase. I have a link down in the description. Just for doing the email and ID verification, you get some free Bitcoin. So go ahead and take advantage of that. There's nothing wrong with free money. The first coin we're going to be talking about today is one I've mentioned on the channel before. Just about all of these I've mentioned on the channel before, but I rotate in and out of my favorite cryptos. I'm not going to tell you guys, give you guys advice on anything I don't know about. These are all cryptos that I've been looking at, reading about, invested in personally for months at a time. When I jump into a new crypto, that's generally when I'm going to make, it's going to appear on a list. The first time you've seen it, you'll see one of those actually. I jumped back into one. It's a metaverse and gaming crypto. So the first one is Circuits of Value, ticker symbol COVAL, COVAL. It's a kind of a hybrid token, as you can see down here in the description. It's cryptocurrency that operates on the Ethereum platform. Let me see. It's not giving me a good description here. Essentially what it is it combines NFT, gaming, everything like that. It combines all the different ways that you would use cryptocurrencies on a blockchain into kind of one hybrid currency that you can use for different uses. So it has a lot of utility in that sense of making the ease of access, and that's one of the things right now is a lot of companies are attempting to make everything about the crypto sphere, I guess if you could call it, blockchain, payments, anything like that. They're trying to make it as easy as possible. If you remember way back with like AOL Online and stuff like that, getting on the internet and using the internet with dial-up and compared to now where we have 5G on a smartphone, the ease of access and the features, just the entire feel of it is so much better, the quality of life, and you're going to continuously see quality of life improvements and stuff like that to different cryptos. This is one that's attempting to do it. On the monthly chart, it still looks rather bullish. You may notice a big peak right here and then see this peak and think it's lower highs, but I want you to look at this second one here, because this was kind of a big run up and drop off. Then you have this peak and then this peak. So if you're comparing that, this second one is a higher high, and if you look at even with this massive crypto crash, you have a higher low right here. The support held up, and that's why this coin is on this, that I'm talking about this coin today, because it showed a lot of strength last night in that crash. This could be a dead cat bounce, and if you don't know what that is, it's an old stock market term. It's essentially when there's a big price decrease and then it bounces back up and people think it's correcting and coming back up, and then it drops down even more and almost shows kind of like starts stepping down in the sense of a staircase or something like that would be comparable to the image you would see on the chart. I would watch out for something like that, but at the same time, there's always money to be made. If you watch, the support lines, your buy prices that you're looking at, you'll be able to make an informed decision. Getting right into the next one. This is one that you guys probably have had or have heard about. This is one of the pioneers for crypto gaming. And it's essentially what a lot of people have been calling like the crypto version of Pokemon, the blockchain gaming, the decentralized gaming version of Pokemon, essentially, with collectible monsters and different things like that. One massive catalyst that they just had is they're launching their lands which is a Axie Infinity land. Essentially, they're trying to capitalize on the big momentum in land plot purchases and, metaverse cryptos like Decentraland or Sandbox. They have these huge millions and millions of dollars worth of land sales on individual plots in the digital real estate, and it's just such a massive potential for income. So Axie Infinity is capitalizing in that, and intercorporating some of their Pokemon style with the land purchasing, where your Axie Infinity monsters can actually utilize the land that you purchase, and then I'd imagine there will be some resale value for that. Axie Infinity isn't going anywhere. It has shown a great run up over the past couple months. I'll pull up the 3-month chart right here. It had that great big run up. I'll pull up the year chart and give you a much better example of how well Axie Infinity has done over the past year. It was down here, $3, ran all the way up to that 162 range. When I saw the price drop below 80, that's when my alerts went off, and I had some. That was when this is not financial advice. I'm not telling you to buy, hold, or sell any sort of crypto. I'm just telling you what Clay's doing. And I picked up some Axie Infinity when it hit my price range at about $78. It's already starting to go up a little bit from there, but the upside versus the downside, the risk versus reward on this, especially with everything with metaverse gaming, how massive that is. Now you're incorporating the land sales into Axie Infinity, which has been one thing in the metaverse cryptos that they haven't been able to capitalize on yet. Now they're taking advantage of that, and in my opinion with Axie, it's only up from here, especially considering how low it could get from here versus how high it could get. I believe we're going to see some new all-time highs here very, very soon. And I'll actually give you an example. I'm not the only one thinking we have some new all-time highs coming in here. By mid-year of this year, we're looking at a $211 Axie Infinity, closing out 2022 with a $385 Axie Infinity. No one has a crystal ball. No one can make predictions and, have them surefire. But when you see multiple sources having huge percentile upsides, I mean, we're talking about a 388 percentile upside. Even if it only gets to half of that and you see a 190% increase, that is just such a good return on your investment. If there's money to be made, you can't shake a stick at it. If you want to come down here a little bit later, you can see right around the February mark, after this knee-jerk reaction of the stock market crashing and all this fear, uncertainty, and doubt gets cleared up over time, you'll see the market bounce back, and going from 85, 88 is their forecast up to 109.38 by from January 15th to February 15th, and then looking ahead until June 15th, you're hitting upwards of that $200 range. You're setting all-time highs by May. Axie Infinity is something that you don't want to be, running as fast as you can, trying to chase the train once it's already rolling. You don't want to have to try to hop on the bandwagon. You want to already be set up with a nice window seat, have your snacks ready, and enjoy the comfy ride up. Measurable data token is one that I would absolutely be looking at. If you've seen other videos on the channel, you've known that I have been a huge advocator of this token. I think when it comes to with the way that companies want to centralize exchanges and everything that's going to happen with crypto, blockchain, Web 2 and Web 3, anything, any type of data, any type of measurable statistic, that's what MDT is going to take care of, and it's going to allow companies to make money and be able to get monetization in aspects that you and I as consumers wouldn't necessarily have a lot of gain from, but we can invest into the cryptocurrency in itself and make money off of them making money. So that's why I say no matter what, there's always money to be made on the way up, the way down. There's always opportunities as long as you open your eyes, look around, and don't just be set on one crypto. Diversification to preserve wealth, consolidation to build wealth. That's not saying throw everything you have into one crypto and wait for it to go to the moon, because if it falls 10, 20, 30%, your entire portfolio just fell 20 or 30%. That is not what you ever want. You want, very strong company plays, and then, things like this, the micro caps, the altcoins, those are going to be your much riskier plays that you can make those crazy gains on, but that's not something that you want to bet your entire bank on. ever. Moving over to the chart here, we're looking at Spell. Spell token is one I've mentioned on this on the channel before. It's holding between the 16 and 17 for the support line. As you can see, I have a little Fibonacci retracement on here. If you're not sure about that, you can look up some videos. Let me know in the comments below if you guys want me to try to break down some technical analysis in terms like that, so you can learn yourself how to do charts and stuff like that. I don't want you guys to be reliant on me. That's why I say competence creates confidence. I want to be able to give you guys the information so that you can make money for yourself, because I mean that's the goal here, is for us all to generate generational wealth and achieve that mystical goal of financial freedom that we all, and the earlier we get in, the more we can understand whenever we can, the better off we'll be. So as you can see down here, these are the 4-hour candles. You can see dropped under this Fibonacci level of support and almost established. I'm gonna go ahead and throw a horizontal line right here. It looks like it's establishing a nice level of psychological support. And so I'm going to leave that marking right there, just saying, a psychological support line isn't something that's, you shouldn't rely on it. You shouldn't bet big on a psychological support, but it's something that's there. And when you see nature repeat a cycle and find something that it can be shown in a pattern, you always want to take notice of that, because as soon as you can take notice, patterns are always there. There's always some sort of indicator to recognize, and the quicker you can learn to recognize that indicator, the easier and the more money there is to be made. When it comes to the upside of Spell, I can see Spell, in my opinion, I'm going to say that Spell is going to 3 cents by May, maybe at the latest June. I think 3 cents is incoming. I think if we wouldn't have had this knee-jerk reaction to the Fed raising rates, I think we would have seen 3 cents by the end of January, to be completely honest. Just by the way, how bullish this chart is on the 4-hour candles, and you can see this, this massive sell-off over the past couple days, just because there is so much fear, uncertainty, and doubt in what's going to happen, and with the Fed battling inflation and everything like that. So we'll see what's going to happen. Don't buy the first dip. Watch and see how the market reacts to everything, but keep these altcoins on your list so that no matter what, you can always make some money. All right, rounding off the list, my favorite crypto, just about. I'm not going to say my favorite, but there's a couple of up there. Maybe I'll make a list here soon of my personal favorite cryptocurrencies and what I personally view as massive gainers. Obviously, I believe in every crypto I put into my video, but that's not necessarily meaning that they're in my top 5. If I know that you guys can make money off of it, I'm going to let you guys know. So when I look at Decentraland right now, it is almost unbelievable that we're up 16% on the day. At $1.8 billion in total volume traded, which is the amount that has been bought or sold in the last 24 hours, closing in on $2 billion when the market cap itself is only $6 billion. So we're closing in on a third of everything that mana is worth has been traded in the last 24 hours. Why? There's a couple reasons why. We'll get into them in a second. But looking at this chart, look at this gap fill. I mean, we plummeted from 324 down to, and you better bet I was loading the boat when we hit these prices, 281, and shot right back up. I mean, look at that. I mean, that looks like a SpaceX rocket taking off. So seeing something like this, it really cements home the amount of strength that it has. It really, really helps. Support levels are nice. They're nice to look at on a chart until they break. Everyone is always so proud of their technical analysis until it all goes to crap. So when you see really good confirmations like this and a healthy chart, even during a big crash, it's that much more. I mean, look at how bullish this is. Even so, you could almost call this a rather stagnant crypto over the last couple months, and that just shows with what I'm about to show you in the most recent catalyst, which helped so much with this dip. It couldn't have come at a better time for Decentraland. Ticker symbol MANA, Mana. So this is what I wanted to show you guys. Samsung enters Metaverse through collaboration with Decentraland. I am a massive Samsung fan. I have been for years. I've had Galaxy phones for years. I have nothing against Apple. I've just always preferred Android devices, and Apple is not something. Now that I've gotten into the stock market, you don't bet against Apple. Apple is the number one company in the entire world for a reason. It has the highest market cap of any company in the world for a reason, and it's continuing to grow. Samsung is just, I love the Samsung phones. I have for a while. I love the things that they do. So, Samsung Electronics America is set to enter the metaverse world through a new collaboration with Ethereum-based platform Decentraland. The company is set to open a virtual version of its flagship 837 physical store in the digital world. So, this is really, really, really cool. One thing I do like to see that they're doing is they're opening it in the metaverse for a limited amount of time. And that might seem annoying to some, but on a business standpoint, the limited amount of time, that is, they know that they're going to be back. It's like when you see the special new McDonald's sandwiches that are here for a limited amount of time, but they come back every single year. It's kind of funny when you think about it. It should be a permanent menu item, but they know if they have a new sale for it every single year that you're going to come in, like the McRib, there it is. You're going to absolutely flock to it. Sales are going to be, it's going to be a big catalyst that they can almost guarantee on. So this is what this is one of the things I love to see. I quite literally fist bumped and I exclaimed how happy I was when I saw this, just because this is such a huge company partnership. It's the first entrance into the metaverse that Samsung is using, and they're utilizing Decentraland. So, Sandbox is a big one, but if this doesn't bring Mana right up to par with Sandbox, if not setting it up for maybe even a brighter future, in my opinion, the long term, I think Mana has a brighter long-term future than Sandbox. I think with the celebrity adoption and everything of Sandbox in the short term, that it might show quicker gains within the next 6 months to a year, but in the next year to 5 years, Mana is going to be a rocket. Going back to one of my favorite sites, Coin Price Forecast, this is just, it reiterates what I was saying about Mana's potential. Look at this. As of right now, it's trading at about 325 or you're at 4 p.m. So mid-year by this year, $12.66. That's 4 times on your money. At the year end, 3102, you're talking upwards of an 856% gain. It's almost unbelievable to see those numbers until you look at history and see the massive growth in the .com era and websites and different companies. I mean, look at Tesla. Who would have pictured 2017 to now that Tesla would have the growth that it has? That Tesla would be, at any given point on any given day, a top 3 talked about stock or company. And they are brand new. So that gives me a lot of hope when I see projections like this, especially a 1,400, 2,200% increase in the next couple years. I would challenge you to find any stock on the stock market that isn't an, incredibly risky call option that you can pull these percentile increases from. I don't even know if an AMC short squeeze happened that you could pull these percentile gains. So definitely take notice of Decentraland. Take notice of Sandbox. You can get that over at Gemini. Look out for Axie Infinity, Enjin Coin. These are really big metaverse gaming cryptos that are only going to be going up from here. Watch these next, this little bit of time when the prices are going down. These are the dips that everyone talks about wanting to buy. Everyone wants to buy low and sell high. Well, guess what? Now you have the opportunity to buy low. Don't complain because the things in your portfolio are down. If you bought the low like you always want to and sell the high, you're not going to have these big swings. If your portfolio is down a huge percent, one thing that I watch Stock Up with Larry Jones and Uncle Larry says a lot is that if your portfolio is down that much, your boat is unbalanced. And you need to balance your boat. You need to have some strong plays. You need to have your Apples, your Goldman Sachs, different things like that. And with cryptos, you're going to want your Ethereum, and you're going to want different things like this. Luna, Decentraland, the big names, the top 50, the top 25 coins that are going to hold strong and show really good strength and health through downward periods and knee-jerk reaction moments like this. If you made it to the end of this video, I want to give you a huge shout out. You're an absolute boss. I really appreciate the support I've been getting on this channel, and if you haven't already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, so that way as many people as we can get into this community, get to support each other, and we can all make some serious money together. Thank you.